So underway now in the women's B 5,000 metres, and your competitors are in Station 1 from Athletics, Chilwell, Cassie Deege. Station 2 from Knox, it's Olivia Weston. Station 3 from Diamond Valley, Lauren Mosby. Station 4 from Knox, Rebecca Barry. Station 5 from St Kilda St Bernard's, it's Stephanie Condigonis. Station 6 from Athletics Chilwell, Tess Rhodes. Station 7 from Ringwood, it's Shannon McDade. Station 8 from Frankston, Melissa Basta. Station 9 from Melbourne University, Kira Boyd-Squires Long. Station 10 from Yarra Rangers, Lauren Starr. Station 11 from Diamond Valley, Jessica Campbell. Station 12 from Western Athletics, Talia Rochia. Station 13 from South Coast Athletics, Sarah Lewis. Station 14 from Mentone, Nicolette Lesberg. Station 15 from Doncaster, Maxine Plug. Station 16 from Richmond Harriers, Maddie Lawson. Station 17 from Old Zaverians, Beata Janetsky. Station 18 from Knox, it's Victoria Skaltsonis. Station 19 from Collingwood Harriers, Amber Lowe. Station 20 from Yarra Rangers, Grace Muller. Station 21 from Athletics Chilwell, Jasmine O'Reilly. Station 22 from Old Zaverians, Chloe Turner. Station 23 from Collingwood Harriers, Natasha Key. And in Station 24 from Athletics Nunawading, Eloise Thompson. So 124 there, the opening lap. That's 17:30 pace. So right on 3.5 minute pace there. Opening lap. This women's B 5,000 metres. Looks like it might be McDade and Lawson out the front. Very packed start. But the pacing actually is quite good. There's nothing wrong with going through in an 84 first. Condigonis to the outside. Skaltsonis tucked in. I'd say a teammate Weston. We saw this on Thursday night at Milers Club, running well together. So Beata Janetsky also up there, the Old Zaverian. Cassie Deege going to the outside, but McDade leading this. Condigonis quite content to sit behind. Skaltsonis sitting in fourth. Deege third. Weston fifth. Lawson in sixth position. So McDade leading. We're coming up to the 1K mark. We're over 3:30, so we're pushing past that 17:30 sort of target time now as I go through in 3:37. Still a big bunch, and that's to be expected because the pace has gone off. So we're looking at a shade over 18 minutes now, about 18:10, the target time. It's still 11 out front. Sarah Lewis now finding herself in no woman's land. 15 to 20 metres behind the lead bunch and another 15 to 20 ahead. I think that's Campbell, Jessica Campbell from Diamond Valley, leading that next pack with her teammate Lauren Mosby. So McDade's still leading. Unlike that last race, we're not seeing any sharing, and I reckon if they want to get the move on, they've got to do a little bit of lead sharing here to help each other out. So they've put McDade out front. You'd expect someone like Condigonis, who's quite experienced, to actually take a bit of the lead out there. Otherwise, this pace is just going to trickle down to about 19-minute pace. So Deege to the outside, starting to make a bit of a move. Western also going there. Lesberg's up there. Lawson tucked in. Barry also around. So Skelsonis it is. Impressive run at Milers Club last week, Victoria Skelsonis. She's made the big move, and actually she's broken it apart like she did on Thursday night last week. So just got to be careful as she starts to surge here that she's not going too early with the surge. So 1,600 metres in, 5:46. So they're back on around the 18-minute mark now. So Skelsonis has really thrown this out there to them. So her teammate Weston's gone with her. So has Deej, I think, from Chilwell. So 3 runners out there. Gap then of about 10 metres to Condigonis. Then McDade. Lesberg making the next move, followed by Barry. Then Lawson. And Boyd Squires, Young, and Janetsky. Gap then to Rhodes. Lewis. So Deej just dropping off. Would have expected these two to be the top seeds and to be the leaders in this event. As we're going through 2 kilometres, 7:09. So Skelsonis has pulled this back under 18-minute schedule. This has been great running through the mid-stages, and she's inflicted a fair bit of damage, I think, and we might see Deej just starting to drop off a little bit. Condigonis now stuck on her own. Lesberg leading the next pack from Barry. Also McDade, the early leader. Lawson. Boyd Squires Long and Janetsky still there. So, as we said, we saw this last Thursday night in the B race at Milers Club. Skelsonis announced that she's now a presence in Victorian athletics with a very brave race, running a big PB over 3,000. And tonight she's showing courage once again with her teammate Weston, benefiting from some great pacing there from Victoria Skelsonis. 10 metre gap then to Deej, another 35 back to Condigonis. Then Lesberg, Barry, McDade, another gap forming there, McDade, Lawson, Boyd Squires Long and Janetsky. Then back to Starr and Lewis. Also Muller. So our 2 race favourites now clearly in the lead. The gap of 20 metres to Deeg. Another 30 back to Condigonis. Lesberg looking strong and taking Beck Barry with her. Gap then to Lawson, who's taken some initiative to move forward in that next pack. As we see Thompson coming through, she's got 6 to go. Sorry, that's 7 to go. So 6 to go for our leaders. They will start to lap the field, or they've already started to go through a few runners. Skelsonis leading it. Weston just starting to fall off a little. 6 to go, 9:15. So hopefully the wind conditions just starting to ease. We see that beautiful sunset across the Melbourne skyline. And looking across the track, Victoria Skelsonis, Olivia Weston. Starting to go through the runners now. As we approach the 10-minute mark of this event. So 3,200 to go. Sorry, 2,200 to go. Skaltsonis. The gap is now forming between her and Weston. Gap back to Deej, now 50 metres. Condigonis next on the track, another 50 back. Lesberg and Barry working quite well together. And I think Lesberg, might pick off a few scalps on the way through here. So this will be the 3 kilometre mark. So some good running here from Skaltsonis. She's going to go through in 10:39. So the good news for Skaltsonis is she's still safely sub-18 pace going through 3K. Gap now to Weston, 15 to 20 metres. Deej still in next position as she goes through lap runners. So Mosby coming through. Basta next on the track, winner of the Melbourne Marathon 5 kilometre event. As our leader, Skaltsonis from Knox. Knox 1-2 at the moment. I don't think that will be challenged as we come down to get 4 laps to go. So Chloe Turner from Old Zavarians coming through now. As we see Skaltsonis, our event leader, 4 out. Gap of 30 metres back to Weston. 50 metres back to Deej. Condigonis in next position. Lesberg, Barry starting to move through the field as well. It looks like that might be Starr with them. So Lauren Starr looking really good, just sitting off the back of Lesberg and Barry as they start to reel in Steph Condigonis 4 laps out. So Skaltsonis all on her own now. 40 metre break then to Weston. Another 50 back to Deej. Condigonis in next position, 35 back, but Lesberg, Barry and Starr looking very good as they start to move through. Gap then to Janetsky, also Lawson, then Lewis. So she's on her own now. This will test the strength of Victoria Skaltsonis. Junior runner coming through into senior ranks. Impressed last week at Milers Club. Super impressive tonight, 3 laps out. Weston still moving nicely. A matter of just maintaining form and maintaining condition over the final kilometre and a little bit for Olivia Weston, 3 laps out. So Starr's making the next move from that bunch. She did look good sitting back there. Lesberg, Condigonis, Barry, Janetsky, Lewis, Lawson. As we get Skaltsonis, 4K, 14:10. (17:42) pace, Victoria Skaltsonis. This is impressive running. So Mosby, 3 to go. Basta the same. As we see Skaltsonis coming through the lead now up to probably 70 metres. So 2 laps to go. She goes past Amber Lowe. So 2 to go, Skaltsonis, 14:55. Western next. D, Star, Lesberg. Good bunch there. Condigona's still in it. Barry just dropping off a little bit. Then Janetsky and Lewis. Then Lawson. So 600 to go for Victoria Skaltsonis. She's really stamped her authority on this B race. This is the type of performance we'll be seeing this girl next year in the A race for sure with this sort of time. As Jasmine O'Reilly goes through, the smaller figure there in the Chilwell uniform as Victoria Skaltsonis comes through. So Thompson coming through, probably 2 to go there, 3. Basta. And the bell will start ringing, and that's for Victoria Skaltsonis. 1 to go at 16:23. Let's try and get her around that 17:40 mark. I'd say it'll be a huge PB as we see Western coming down now. Probably be the wrong side of 18 minutes, but it's still going to be a big run here from the young runner from Knox. As we see the bunch about to pounce, I'd say, on Deej. Sarah Lewis has come from nowhere. Star looking good as well. That pack is moving beautifully. Janetsky coming to the outside. A lot of interest now in what's happening back here for that 3rd position. As we see, Deej still got it 1 lap out, but Sarah Lewis has mounted a challenge. Star, I think, has got some go. So is Condigonis. Then Lesberg, Janetsky and Barry. Then a gap to Lawson and Campbell. So 200 out, less than that now for Skaltsonis. Let's get behind our winner. She'll move into lane 3. So very impressive performance here. So around some lap runners. She'll go to the outside. So Victoria moves out into lane 3. She comes into the home straight. So out she goes wide. So let's get behind Victoria Skaltsonis. We saw a glimpse of this last week and she's confirmed it this week. This girl's arrived. This has been great running. We're going to get her a sub 1750 here. She'll be happy with that. Let's see if she punches the air, because that's a good one. Stops the watch. She's happy. Arms go up. 1747 unofficial. We're looking down the straight now. 100 metres back. Olivia Weston and Sarah Lewis has come home like a train. The Lee and Gaffer Express. So Weston finishes 18:15. That's a good run from her. Sarah Lewis will be happy with this. She's going to stop the clock just over 18:20. Lauren Starr, good run from her, 18:23. Then Deej, Barry, Janetsky, Condigonis, Lesberg, 18:30 thereabouts. Then Lawson and Campbell. So, gee, in that mid-pack, they really came home strong. Some girls will be very happy with those times when they check the watches. So McDade coming next. I think that's Muller. Natasha Key just over the line. Grace Muller. Kira Boyd, Squires Long next to finish. Lauren Mosby. He's placed as high as, I think, 4th at the National Cross Country Champs. A real Bandura and cross country specialist, Lauren Mosby. But out here on the track still, representing Diamond Valley. So 1919 unofficial there. Basta, as we said, winner of the Melbourne 5K at the MCG a few weeks ago. 1926 for her. Tess Rhodes coming across the line. She'll stop the clock. 1951. Amber Lowe's going to be a sub 20 as well. 1955 for her. So Pluge stops the clock. 21:03. Let's get hands together here for Jasmine O'Reilly, the smallest runner, probably youngest in the field. Stopping the clock. That's a very impressive 21:12. Then we have Roshia from Western Athletics. So Thompson comes through. And she'll stop the clock there. 21:34 unofficial. Time check, she'll be sub 23.30 here, so strong finish there from Chloe, and that rounds out our field. 23.26 unofficial.